ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Alright, let me call you back in a minute, alright?
Oh, you a bitch.
Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse action figure review on two separate pieces. Today we're looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse, the Batman movies, Bruce Wayne, and the Drifter motorcycle. If you're trying to pick these up, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
While you're down there, I ask you to please hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thanks again to McFarlane Toys for sending out these samples my way to review for you guys. If you want to see the latest from McFarlane Toys, be sure to check the link in the description below. And again, these are sold separately, but I wanted to review them together. We have the Drifter motorcycle, we have the Bruce Wayne over here with the big baggy jacket, but he also has big baggy pants on the side. It says Bruce Wayne, and then you have the Drifter motorcycle right there, looking pretty sweet. And it says Drifter motorcycle on the side and on the back. Nice looking product shots. You can see other figures that are available from the DC Multiverse line from the Batman movie, and then you can see we just get Bruce Wayne right there. We get a Batman logo on the top, or the Batman logo, spot varnished over there. Not much more at the bottom except for barcode there. All right, let's get to it and crack these things open. And here's Bruce Wayne and his Drifter motorcycle out of the packaging with a little bit of side-eye action going on. We'll talk about that more later on. Not too many accessories, so let's just get a quick look at those standard issue DC Multiverse accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure and the motorcycle. Oh, so I lied. We get one other accessory. We get a backpack over here aside from the standard issue trading cards. We get the stand right there with the DC logo and the peg sticking up, and then we get this kickstand, or it's, you know, a tire stand for the Drifter. You just squeeze the tire through there and now it'll stand up. It doesn't have an actual kickstand on it, but looking at the cards, actually not a bad pose. And then it says Bruce Wayne, Batman, and then there's a little read up over there if you want to read it. Pause it right now. And then here's the Drifter motorcycle card, also nice product shot. I dig that. And that one has a little read up over there as well. And then you can see we have the backpack right here, which has no paint detail on it. I do like that the straps are all soft and rubbery over here, so it does make it fairly easy to put on the Bruce Wayne figure. Doesn't open up or anything. It has some details on it. It's okay, you know, not the greatest. I could demonstrate putting it on real quick. You just throw the arms back and then loop through here, and yeah, it's really easy to put on the figure. I do like that. I haven't talked about the Batman trailer much on my channel, but I really do like what I've seen so far. This head sculpt over here, I'm not the biggest fan of getting the side eye right there. It just limits the number of posing options. It's kind of cool for some poses and stuff. He can only really turn right, which can be frustrating because he's always looking off to the right. But I do like the hair sculpt over here. No paint detail in it. I do prefer having some paint detail in there, so we don't get that. But it does look pretty good as far as the sculpt goes, and this mask right here looks pretty good. The eyeliner is just kind of caked on there, I guess, so I don't know. We'll see how much I like this look, but he does come with a helmet, and I do like it. However, when I pop this head off, the dumbbell joint gets stuck at the neck, so I end up having to take this out with and it worked just fine for the camera. Look at that. Anyway, don't you hate it when that happens, my fellow reviewers, right? If you guys are watching. The things that don't work out off camera tend to just work out fine while on camera. It's the way it goes, bro. But yeah, this is really cool. I do like this helmet a lot, and I'm probably going to have him displayed with this on because I just think it looks way more badass. I love seeing that silver right there for the scuffs and everything. That's really neat. And yeah, it's just generally a really cool looking helmet. I do like it. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I like this for your Bruce Wayne transitioning into Batman, or that's what it seems to be anyway, right? Still haven't seen the movie yet. I like all the dents sculpted in there too. But yeah, looking at the rest of the figure, I have to take the backpack off so that I could look at the rest of the figure. We do get this subtle gray wash over the black, so I do like that. It's just really on the torso though. I'm not seeing it so much on the sleeves over here, but I do like the wrinkles and everything. This thing is extra baggy. It's really, really baggy. I wish they didn't make it so baggy. I I was able to take the arms off and then take off the head and try to peel this off, but it's all attached to the hood for the sweater he's wearing underneath. So he is wearing a hoodie with a jacket over it. Ooh, what the heck? On this side, I'm seeing the gray dry brushing, but not on this side. Huh, that's really weird. So they did have that paint added on this side, just not on this side. But anyway, you can see in this picture right over here, the body underneath is just it's just this buck body with an arrow on it, so you can't really use that. But I do like how it's sculpted. I just think it's just a little bit too baggy, but not as bad as I originally thought it was going to be, because you have these really baggy pants going along with it. So it is consistent, or it looks consistent to me anyway. And I do like the textures and stuff that we're seeing right here. I do like how the paint looks. It's all very dirty. The only problem is when you bend these single jointed knees, you could see just flat gray, and that stands out like crazy. And you want the knees bent so you can get them on the motorcycle. So that's a bummer. Wish they painted those in right there, but I do like the sculpt, and he does have peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Then here's the Drifter motorcycle, looking badass. I really like these rubber tires, so that's always a pleasure to have. McFarlane Toys just really knows how to make dope vehicles, man, and their animals too. I mean, they're just really outstanding. But yeah, I don't know the details of the engine or anything, but I do love how it looks. Very nice, vibrant silver over black. That dry brushing looks so dope, so I'm really pleased with that, and I love seeing some scarring and stuff, you know what I mean, some gashes and wear on the oil tank or the gas tank right there. That looks sick, man. So I like that. Handlebars look good. He doesn't, no dials or anything like that, so it's just a bunch of screws. Would have been nice if they could have capped those off with something, but yeah, there it is. And no rear view mirror or anything, but you get silver right over here on the handles. I like this little detail with the crack on the front headlight. That looks pretty good. And then you can see we get some brown right there for the seat. And then you can see the faux chain and everything. And if I take this off right over here, you can see the tires do spin very, very well. So that's really cool. I do like that quite a bit. And no real chain or anything, but damn it looks great with that silver paint. Really like that. Here's a look at the other side right there. Again, like all the intricacies of the engine, it just looks really, really cool to me. So I do dig that quite a bit. And here's looking at the bottom of it, just so you can see those treads on the tires and everything. So you can see from farther away, you know what I mean? It doesn't look that bad, especially at first. I didn't like how it looked anyway. So anyway, you can turn the head side to side, and you can get them to look up pretty far. I like that. And it shifts forward and back like a pile driver. You can get the head to look down a little bit, and you do get head pivoting. A little bit of butterfly joint action right there. The shoulders move outward all the way. You can move them in, rotate a full 360. You get a single jointed elbow on both sides that doesn't quite meet the 90-degree mark. You get rotation at the elbows. You get rotations at the wrist, and then they hinge up and down or horizontally, depending on how you have that configured. Then for the torso articulation, it will turn side to side. You can get it to crunch just a little bit forward. I guess, you know, really using the waist joint, it bends forward that much and back that far, and it pivots quite a bit right over here too. And yeah, you get some crunching, you know, halfway through right there. The hips move outward very far, kicks forward. This whole pelvis piece is very soft, so yeah, he can kick forward a bit and back. You get upper thigh cuts here. I wish we had that consistently with the DC Multiverse figures or all the McFarlane Toys figures. Single jointed knee, rotation at the knee, and then the ankles are pretty restricted. They do bend down just a little bit. They barely move up. They rotate side to side more than anything. There's a little bit of ankle pivot in there, and you do get toe articulation. So to measure out these two pieces, you can see that the Bruce Wayne is standing at about 7.5 inches tall, and then the Drifter motorcycle is at about 9 inches across, and it measures at about 4.5 inches tall. And for a motorcycle comparison, you can see we have our Drifter motorcycle next to the Death Metal Batman motorcycle, or the Hellbat cycle, which is actually quite a bit longer than this Drifter motorcycle, as you can see right over there. But comparing it to a Marvel Legends motorcycle, they're actually closer in length than I had expected. This is a World War II Captain America motorcycle, or chopper anyway. But yeah, it is still a little bit, I mean, they're different scales, so this one should be bigger. Then here's the Bruce Wayne figure next to the CW Green Arrow figure, and I don't know, I just want to compare these two. It was around, so there it is. And then for your Bruce Wayne comparison, you can see we have our Twilight Bruce Wayne next to our Jersey Girl Bruce Wayne. Then I want to compare Bruce Wayne next to the armored Batman from the Dark Knight Returns 2-pack with Superman, and yeah, look how bulky this jacket is compared to the armored Batman over here. Actually, the waistline is thinner on this one than this one. Then here's a new Bruce Wayne figure next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Ooh, new Bruce Wayne. Yeah, I hope you do well. Don't want to be a letdown. I know how that path goes. It's a pretty dark path. Lots of beatings and death and resurrections and more death. Lots of beatings, like a lot of beatings. Oh, hey, bro! So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love to the channel by simply clicking that like button, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell if you are new to the channel. And a big thank you to all these people that support this content via the Patreon and membership. If you're interested and in a position to do so, check it out, link below. This figure is okay. Like, it depends on how much I end up liking this version of Bruce Wayne in the movie. Like, I haven't seen the movie yet, and that's going to definitely make a difference on how I feel about it. But I will say, having the additional accessory of the helmeted Bruce Wayne, or the motorcycle helmet Bruce Wayne, that actually changes things up a bit. I think it just makes this thing a whole lot cooler to have, you know, especially having him on the bike like this and everything. It's a cooler looking piece. It just looks like a regular biker dude on a motorcycle, so it's not that big of a deal. But depending on what action scenes happen, I remember seeing this in the trailers, so yeah, depending on how the scenes work out and what's going on in the actual film, it'll make me like this setup more or less. So at this point in time, it looks all right, and I think, as always, the price point from DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys figures are really good. So I gotta say, for the price point of the Bruce Wayne being around 20 to 25 bucks and the Drifter being around 25 to 30 bucks, I'm gonna give these two separate pieces a Sud rating of...
It's not too bad.
It's actually really not that bad. I thought this figure would be a lot goofier looking than I think it is. But yeah, the fact that we get the bulkier pants to go with the bulkier jacket, it just makes a whole lot more sense to me. Plus having the helmet, yeah. So I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest in action figure news, you can find it all over at toynewseye.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!
Crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face,